Hey, what's up guys? I'm Sayantan. Anything related to mathematics? Let's Mathemagic. So, in this video, we'll discuss about that polynomial topic. Actually, this is the third class about the polynomial. So, who have not yet watched my previous video, please check that card and go to that video and watch it. And if you have done already, then let's get started. Oh hey, please subscribe my channel for the more mathematical videos, and please do hit the bell icon to get notified every time I post a new video.
So in this class we'll learn the factor theorem. So what is the factor theorem stating here? Let's go through the statement. Let fx be a polynomial of degree n greater 1. Let a be any real number. Then two cases is there. Check. The first case is if f of a is equals to 0, then x minus a is a factor of fx. And second one is if x minus a is a factor of fx, then f of a is equals to 0. So now I'll just request my viewers to just recall the remainder theorem. What was the remainder theorem? The remainder theorem was stating that if f is divided by x minus a, then the remainder will be f of a. So by the remainder theorem, now you can understand the factor theorem. See, when the remainder theorem was stating that when fx is divided by x minus a, then the remainder was f of a. Now if I say that f of a is equals to 0, that means what? That means the remainder is 0. That means the division is totally completed because the remainder is 0. So this is the factor theorem. What it is stating, that if I divide f of x by x minus a, then we will say if f of a is equals to 0, then x minus a will be the factor of fx, or vice versa. That means x minus a, if this is a factor, then we can say that the remainder, that means f of a, that will be equals to 0. So now we will solve some problems. Now let's solve the problems. Okay, so x minus a is a factor of this one. So this one is our polynomial. Now we have to show that the x minus a is a factor of this one. So what will you do? We will just equate this divisor to 0. Then we will get the value of x. What is the value of x here? That is 2. So here 2 is actually small a. Okay, so we will find here that f of small 2. How much? If f of small 2 is equals to 0, then what we will say? That x minus a, that means in this sum x minus 2 is the factor of this polynomial. So now we will just calculate this one. So let's calculate f of 2. So f of 2 will be 2 whole cube minus 8. So as you know, 2 whole cube means 8. So 8 minus 8 is equals to 0. So f of 2 is equals to 0. That means what? X minus 2 is actually a factor of this one. So we showed that things. Okay, so next in our list, x plus 5 is a factor of this polynomial. So this is our fx here. So what will I do here? That is x plus 5 is equals to 0. So now the value of x is very clear here. That means the value of x is here minus 5. So this minus 5 is actually what? This is the small a. So what we will show here, that is if we can show that f of small a, that means f of minus 5 is equals to 0. That means this will be the factor. So let's check. That is f of minus 5 means what? Just put that value of x here in the polynomial. That means it was 2 of x's cube. That means we will write what? 2 minus 5 its whole cube. Then it was 9x square. Then it will be a plus 9 minus 5 its square. Then minus 11 into x was there. So minus 11 into minus 5 minus 30. So after calculating we will get minus 5 whole cube means what? This is a odd. What I said in my previous class, that is if there is any odd power and in the base there is a minus sign, that the minus sign will be there, remain there. So it will be 2 multiplied minus 5, and 5 cube what? 2 125, and plus it was 9 cross. Now see, it is an even number, that is 2 is an even, so this minus will be get absorbed. So it will do only 5 square. 5 square means 25. So there was simple multiplication. See, here is a minus, here is a minus, so minus minus multiplied plus. So 11 into 5, that means 55, and there was a minus 30. So let's check. This will be actually 2 into minus 125 means minus of 250 it will be, and 9 into 25 means 25 minus, sorry, plus 55 minus 30. So check, these two will be different signs, so we'll use subtraction here. So minus 250 plus 225, it will be actually minus 25, and plus 55 and minus 30, it will be actually plus 25, because always we'll follow the sign of the greater digits. That means here in that subtraction we followed that minus, because 250 containing the minus sign, and here in that subtraction the 55 was the larger value, so we followed this sign. So here we followed the plus 25. So minus 25 and plus 25 cancel, and we got 0. So we check that f of a is equals to 0. So by that theorem, if f of a equals to 0, then x minus a is a factor, then we can say that this is a factor of this polynomial. So it is also done. So check, let's check the next one. So in the next, it is a different type. It was in a root form. So we'll put what? That is x plus 2 is equal to 0. That is the divisor is equals to 0. So then we got that x equals to minus root 2. Then so minus root 2 is what? This is the value of small a. So we'll check now. That is if f of minus root 2 is equals to 0, then we can say this is the factor of fx. Let's check. So it is here was 2 root 2 into x square. So minus 2 its whole square. Then plus 5 into x was there. So in the place of x we will use minus root 2, and there was a plus root 2. So let's check. It is 2 root 2, and what I said, it's a power, even power. So this minus will be get absorbed. Then we will only cross this root 2. So square this root 2. So root 2 square means 2. And this will be plus into minus, so it will be minus sign, and minus 5 root 2, and it was a plus root 2. And this multiplication will be 4 root 2. And let's check this one, minus 5 root 2 plus root 2. So it will be actually minus 4 root 2, isn't it? So minus 4 root 2 and plus 4 root 2 will be cancelled. Then we got 0. So f of small a, that is f of minus root 2 is equal to 0. So now we can write that this x plus root 2 is a factor of this polynomial. It's clear. So let's go to the next one. Here it's a different kind of sum. See, they said find the value of k for which this is a factor of this. So they are telling, they not to show this one. So this is a different one. So they said actually that x minus 1 is a factor of this. So we will now use this one. That is, if they are saying x minus 1 is a factor, so what we will do, that is f of a is equals to 0. So by this second part of that factor theorem, we will now use this one. Okay, so let's check. See, here it was x minus 2 is a factor. They are telling that this is a factor. Okay, so what will you use? That is x minus a is equal to 0, then x equals to plus. So we got, so this value, this is the value of smaller here. So we know by the theorem, that is f of a equals to 0. That means f of plus 1 will be equal to 0. Now check f of 1. That means in the value of in the place of x will we put plus 1. So check. This was our polynomial, that is 2x cube. That means 2 into 1 cube. Then 9x square, 9 1 square. Then plus x, that means plus 1. Then plus k is equal to 0. So in the next line, implying that 2 1 cube means what? 1 cube means another one. So 2 cross 1 plus 9 into 1 square means another one, plus 1 plus k. So what we got? This is 2, this is actually 9, and this is plus 1, this is plus k, that is equals to 0. So we will just first add all these three terms. That means 2, 9 and 1. So what we got? That is 2, 9, 11, 11 and 1, 12. So 12 plus k is equals to 0. So we want the value of k. They told us to find the value of k here. So we'll do what here? That is, put this 12 onto that right side. So k is equals to minus 12. Okay, I hope that everybody understood. So in our list, the next sum is this one, number 5. That is, find the value of a for which the polynomial x to the power 4 minus x cube minus 11x square minus x plus a is divisible by this one. So this is divisible by this one. That means actually they alternatively actually say in another way that x plus 3 is a factor of this one. See, if it is divisible by this one, that means the remainder will be equal to 0. So by remainder theorem, what we can say, that is, if it is the divisor, so we will equate this divisor to 0. Then we got the value of x is minus 3 here. So x equals to minus 3. So we will put this value in the place of x. That means we will now just check what is the value of f of minus 3. And what we know, this is completely divisible by x plus 3. So this is the remainder. So this remainder will be actually equal to 0. So now we will find f of minus 3. See the polynomial and follow my steps. So minus 3 whole 4 minus 3 whole cube, then minus 11 into minus 3 square. Just I am putting in, just write the place of x, I am just putting this minus 3 here, and then it will be a minus of x was there, and then 1 plus a was there. So it will be equal to 0. So next line, what is the power? Power is an even, so the minus sign will be get absorbed. Then 3 to the power 4, as we know, it is 81 minus. See, it's an even, it's an odd term, so minus will be remain there. So minus and 3 cube, that means 27, and minus 11 into, this is an odd, even again, so 2, so minus will be get absorbed, and 3 square means 9, and this is a normal multiplication, minus into minus, plus 3 and plus a equal to 0. Then in the next line 81, it will be plus, because minus into minus, plus 27, it will be minus 9 into 11, so 99, then now was a plus 3, then it was a plus a. So let's calculate all the digits here. See, these 3 that I'm just ticking twice, it's all plus, so it will be get added. See, if 27 and 3, it's a 30 and 81, it will be a 111. Okay, then minus 99 plus a. Okay, so 111 minus 99 means it will be actually 12, and following the greater digit sign, so plus a equals to 0. So put this 12 into that side, so a equals to minus 12. So we got the value of a here, minus 12. So for that value, it will be totally divisible by x plus 3. So this was the sum. The next sum is number 6. So they are telling find the value of a and b, so that the polynomial this one is exactly divisible by x minus 1 and x minus 2. So see, here there is two divisor is there. One is x minus 1 and another is x minus 2. So there will be actually two sum combining one single sum. So what will you do? Now just similarly we will just equate the divisor to equate to 0. Then we will find the value of small s and small b, like that. That is put that value of x there. That means x minus 1 is equal to 0. That means what? The value of x is 1, and again if we just equate that x minus 2 equals to 0, then we got the value of x is plus 2 here. So let's now check this. Both of these two are the exactly divisible. That means both of these two are making the remainder is equals to 0. So for this one case, we will use f of 1 equals to 0. You are understanding, I think, that it's f of 1, that means from the remainder theorem, what they said, if it is exactly divisible, that means what? The remainder will be equal to 0. So I am making that remainder, that is, the remainder is f of a, that means f of here for here f of 1. So f of 1 will be equal to 0 because it is exactly divisible, and similarly we will get for this case f of 2 will be also equal to 0. Isn't it? So now we will find what is f of 1 and what is f of 2. So let's check that. So this was our f, that is, this is our polynomial. So f of 1 will actually 1 cube minus 10 into 1 square plus a into 1 plus b equals to 0. So it will be actually 1 cube means 1 minus 10 into 1 square means 1 plus a plus b equals to 0. So plus 1 minus 10 means minus 9. A plus b equals to 0. So a plus b we got, it is actually plus 9 for this one case. And now for if we consider this case, so we will got f of 2 means 2 whole cube minus 10 into 2 square. I am just putting the value of x equals to 2 here. Okay, so 2 cube means 8, 2 square means 4, So 4 into 10, 40 plus 2a plus b is equals to 0. Then 8 minus 40 means minus 32 plus 2a plus b is equals to 0. So 2a plus b equals to 32 you got. Now focus on these two equation. Now we'll solve these two equation. How? See, let these actually the video was get paused because of my memory was full. So let's get back into that sum again. See, I denote this equation as a first equation, this equation as a second equation. So what I did, just a normal substitution I did. One first equation minus second equation. So just the normal as usual substitution, that is LHS minus HS equals to RHS minus RHS. Now see, if I open this bracket, it will be minus 2a and it will be minus b. So just check here for the LHS part that this 2b is actually cancelled, get cancelled, and then plus and minus 2a is equals to minus a, and for this side it will be minus 23. So this minus and this minus will be get cancelled and both will be get plus. Now just using this first equation we will find the value of b here like this. That was a plus b was plus 9. So in this place of a we use that value. So 23 plus b equals to 9. Then b is equals to 9 minus 23. So b is equals to minus 14. So we got the value of a as plus 23 and b is equals to minus 14. So that's done.
So I hope that you have understand everything about the factor theorem, how to use and where to use. And if you have any questions regarding this class, please don't hesitate to comment down below. And also if you have any doubt in any previous videos of mine, please comment and refer me wherever you are facing the doubts. And please, I hope that if you just follow my instructions, please follow that rule and watch the video twice or thrice as much as you can. I hope that every doubt will be cleared. So keep in touch and bye, and see you in the next video. So Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Thanks for watching. Keep in touch.